Paraphrasing. After we focus our attention and hear what others are observing, feeling and needing, and what they are requesting to enrich our lives, we may wish to reflect back by paraphrasing what we have understood. In our previous discussion on requests, chapter 6, we discussed how to ask for a reflection. Now we will look at how to offer it to others. If we have accurately received the other party's message, our paraphrasing will confirm this for them. If, on the other hand, our paraphrase is incorrect, we give the speaker an opportunity to correct us. Another advantage of choosing to reflect a message back to the other person is that it offers them time to reflect on what they've said and an opportunity to delve deeper into themselves. NVC suggests that our paraphrasing take the form of questions that reveal our understanding while eliciting any necessary corrections from the speaker. Questions may focus on these components. 1. What are others observing? Are you reacting to how many evenings I was gone last week? 2. How others are feeling and the needs generating their feelings. Are you feeling hurt because you would have liked more appreciation of your efforts than you received? 3. What others are requesting and you wanting me to tell you my reasons for saying what I did. These questions require us to sense what's going on within other people. While inviting their corrections, should we have sensed incorrectly? Notice the difference between these questions and the ones below. 1. What did I do that you are referring to? 2. How are you feeling? Why are you feeling that way? 3. What are you wanting me to do about it? When asking for information, first express our own feelings and needs. This second set of questions asks for information without first sensing the speaker's reality. Though they may appear to be most direct way to connect with what's going on within the other person, I've found that these questions are not the safest route to obtain the information we seek. Many such questions may give speakers the impression that we're a school teacher examining them or a psychotherapist working on a case. If we do decide to ask for information in this way, however, I've found that people feel safer if we first reveal the feelings and needs within ourselves that are generating the question. Thus, instead of asking someone, "What did I do?" we might say, "I'm frustrated because I would like to be clearer about what you are referring to. Would you be willing to tell me what I've done that leads you to see me in this way?" While this step may not be necessary or even helpful in situations where our feelings and needs are clearly conveyed by the context or tone of voice, I would recommend it particularly during moments when the questions we ask are accompanied by strong emotions. How do we determine if an occasion calls us to reflect people's messages back to them? Certainly, if we are unsure that we have accurately understood the message, we might suppose use paraphrasing to elicit a correction to our guess. But even if we are confident that we've understood them, we may sense the other party wanting confirmation that their message has been accurately received. They may even express this desire overtly by asking, "Is that clear?" or "Do you understand what I mean?" At such moments, hearing a clear paraphrase will often be more reassuring to the speaker than hearing simply, "Yes, I understand." For example, shortly after participating in an NVC training, a volunteer at a hospital was requested by some nurses to talk to an elderly patient. "We've told this woman she isn't that sick and that she'd get better if she took her medicine, but all she does is sit in her room all day long repeating, 'I want to die, I want to die.'" The volunteer approached the elderly woman and, as the nurses had predicted, found her sitting alone whispering over and over, "I want to die." "So would you like to die?" the volunteer empathized. Surprised, the woman broke off a chant and appeared relieved. She began to talk about how no one understood how terrible she was feeling. The volunteer continued to reflect back the woman's feelings. Before long, such warmth had entered their dialogue that they were sitting with their arms locked around each other. Later that day, the nurses questioned the volunteer about her magic formula. The elderly woman had started to eat and take her medicine and was apparently in better spirits. Although the nurses had tried to help her with advice and reassurance, it wasn't until her interaction with the volunteer that this woman received what she was truly needing: connection with another human being who could hear her profound despair. There are no infallible guidelines regarding when to paraphrase, but as a rule of thumb, it is safe to assume that speakers expressing intensely emotional messages would appreciate our reflecting back to them. When we ourselves are talking, we can make it easier for the listener if we clearly signify what we want or don't want our words to be reflected back to us. Reflect back messages that are emotionally charged.